Hello, everybody. I'm back again with Vippy. And,
Oh.
I figured I never actually had him start on the very first one. Carbon monoxide poisoning and all that good shit. Uh, Monoxide, Whoopie, Laundry. Pretty interesting title for a story, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on in this just from reading this
So,
title.
here's my favorite thing about this. They use, like, all this animations and stuff. They're just having these characters, like, sit down and lay down and stuff inside, Fallout New Vegas. This is Fallout New Vegas right here, man.
I've never played any of the actual Fallout games.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a D&D session, but
Yeah. But yeah,
yeah.
as far as you know, like Fallout New Vegas, with nuclear wasteland and stuff, but this is in Nevada, up to Las
All right.
Vegas. Anyways, so yeah, this is probably the first. I think I'm pretty sure this is the first one they did because it's like number one on their campfire stories.
Oh boy.
Ah, so uh, hentai incident was a fun one, but let's start you off back at the beginning. Three, 2, 1, let's go.
I got carbon monoxide poisoning. It sucks. Don't get it.
Well, that's what you get for not having a carbon monoxide detector in your house, but it actually happened to you at work, didn't it?
Yes, it happened at work.
So having one in your house wouldn't have helped.
The HVAC guys had just been there and they had been working on it. One of the vents that was in there basically got stuck closed. So our boiler was blasting exhaust gases into the building. So at a certain point throughout the workday, I started feeling kind of dizzy. And I was like, wow, this sucks. I wonder why I'm so dizzy. This is dumb. I just bumped into a door. I hate this. I mentioned that I felt dizzy to one of my coworkers, and he was like, yeah, I kind of have a headache. And he'd been trying to cut back on his drinking, so he jokingly said, oh, yeah, it's probably because I'm having withdrawals from drinking. And we were like, ha ha ha, what a good joke.
I can't believe that's contagious. Ha ha ha. Why do we all have headaches?
Well, I didn't have a headache.
You ever had poisoning?
Not that I know of, really.
I think I came close to it because one day I was driving my car and my fucking exhaust pipe broke off my car,
Oh.
and it was like right under the driver's seat where at that point because that it rotted off from rust.
Oh, that's not good.
The car was old. It's a
Yeah.
2005. I still have it. I just got a new exhaust pipe on it.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah, wasn't cheap though.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah. So yeah, I had to deal with my own type of it because like it the fumes will go like right under the fucking seat and actually into the it was actually starting to hit into the driver's seat somehow. And I just had to have the windows down as I was wearing a mask.
Mm.
So yeah, that was fun. Driving through the middle of the night wearing a mask while my windows are down and my car is loud as fuck.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
At the time. 20 minutes later, I was like, okay, now I have a headache. I want to throw up. I feel like garbage.
And for those that were wondering why middle of the fucking night, I work night shifts.
I'm going to go stand outside. So I stood outside for like 10, 20 minutes. When I came back inside, I was like, wow, it smells like gas in here. And the moment I thought, wow, it smells like gas in here, I couldn't smell it anymore.
Oh yeah,
You thought-
your nose gets used
okay,
to
must
it.
have been a fluke.
I thought it was just in the stairway or something. Then my ears started ringing, and I started getting really nauseous, and I had a really dull, throbbing headache. I kind of thought maybe I was being poisoned by carbon monoxide, and so I told basically everybody else in the building, I'm like, I think we're getting carbon monoxide poisoning. We just stood outside, and then only went inside for like 10 minutes at a time, and then went back outside.
At this point, you already suspect that the building is filled with deadly gas.
Well, because we still had to close everything down. I can't just not lock all the doors and leave the registers in.
you can if there's a health hazard there.
The doors still have to be locked and everything.
Oh, there's
Anyway.
a fire in the building. It's consuming us all. Well, I gotta go lock up the cash register. Hold on.
Oh my god. At one point, I had to go downstairs. I came back upstairs, and I felt like I had just finished running a marathon. My legs were basically rubber. I was trying to write down numbers. I had to write down the number 8 6 times before I got it right.
Oh boy.
The number 8!
Number 8.
And then I drew a 9?
Tell me how the different ways you screwed up the 8. Did you forget parts of it?
It was like too
Did you-
narrow.
Did you make 3 loops accidentally instead of 2?
Yeah, stuff like that. Like just,
Oh, boy.
just screwing it up. And when I wrote the number 9, I made the bottom of the line way too long. So it was like a 9 with 6 L's attached to it. So at the end of the day, I sat outside. I'm just gonna have to wait before I drive home.
All 4 of you felt nauseous.
Get yourself back
I
to
probably got the worst
recuperated.
of it.
Okay, so you all walked outside and you went, that sure sucked. Felt like we were all being gassed. See you tomorrow.
Pretty much. So I sat outside for a while.
Can we imagine the phone call with the boss after that? So,
Oh,
yeah, I think we're all getting gassed because everybody's suffering the same symptoms.
Yeah, Jesus. That kind
I'll
of phone
breathe
call's not
fresh
what
air.
you want to do.
Got in my car, rolled all the windows down, drove home, got home,
Yeah.
called my girlfriend,
Yep.
and I was like, I feel like crap. I'm just gonna take a nap. And she went, no, you're going to the hospital. How did you get home? Did you drive? And I was like, yes.
People don't drive if you got hit by carbon monoxide poisoning. Don't drive.
Just don't.
So she got very mad at me because I did not want to.
I mean, yeah. After what he did was smart. He waited a while till he got back up to full, till he wasn't dizzy. Still, though.
Yeah. It's dangerous.
it's still in him.
Go to the hospital
Mm-hmm.
because we live in America. And then she gently reminded me that I have insurance through the VA. And also, to use her words, I have a fucking credit card. I ended up going to ER. They put me on oxygen. I basically lay in a bed for 3 hours.
Did they know you had poisoning? Did they?
No, when I went to ER, I told them. They asked, what are you here for? And I said, I got poisoned.
I got
You
poisoned.
didn't know that. You suspected it, though.
I was 99% positive.
I can just imagine the
You were
doctor.
99%.
Just imagine the doctor squinting his eyes like, "What?
Yeah, like, what did you just say?
How do you know?"
Positive you had been poisoned, but you
I
went
don't know. I've
home
had
and
doctors
relaxed
squint their eyes at
anyway.
me before. Like,
Pretty
how
much
do you
what
know?
happens when you get carbon monoxide poisoning is they put you on oxygen. And that's it.
So you're like, I can get oxygen for free.
I can get oxygen for free by lying in my bed.
I'm sure the CO2 levels will go down by themselves.
No, that's carbon dioxide.
CO1 levels.
The CO level.
Yes.
It's just CO.
Whatever.
Because it's carbon monoxide.
Yes. Nobody calls it Toy Story 1, but it's Toy Story 1. We get it.
Yeah. Okay, what were we talking about? So when I went to the hospital, they put me on oxygen for 3 hours, and they did some blood tests, and they told me, okay, so-
Congratulations, you're HIV positive.
they didn't tell me that.
They're keeping it a secret from you.
I don't think I'm HIV positive.
How many monkeys have you had sex with recently?
None!
Okay.
And that would be AIDS!
Well, HIV leads to AIDS.
That would be AIDS or Ebola.
Do you have Ebola? You know?
Am I sloughing my internal organs out of my rectum?
Maybe you're not showing symptoms yet.
They did a blood test. Doctor came back and they said, in a normal adult, carbon monoxide levels would be about 2 to 3%.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very low.
Not very many percents there.
No. Yours was at 14.
So 14% of your blood was poison.
Fun.
As it turns out,
Jesus.
the hemoglobin in your blood says, I'm going to take this carbon dioxide to the lungs. It thinks it's carbon dioxide.
But it's really poison.
And if you get enough carbon monoxide in your lungs, the hemoglobin can't tell the difference, so the hemoglobin just starts grabbing carbon monoxide and transporting it all over the body, which is why you start getting sore and tired and sleepy.
So now you're not poisoned anymore, and most of your blood levels have returned to normal.
Yes, they've returned to normal. It was about a day later they returned to normal.
Have they installed a carbon monoxide detector?
Yes, there are carbon monoxide detectors all over the place at work.
I'm glad they did the bare minimum there.
Yeah. I legitimately did not realize
Hey, at least
anything
they'll
was
know now.
wrong until it was at a point where...
Until your girlfriend told you to go to the hospital.
Well, no, because if that had happened in my house, I legitimately would have just thought that I was coming down with something, and I would have went to bed and died in my sleep. Short PSA, get a fucking carbon monoxide detector, because that shit's scary. Unless you're a shitty person, and then don't get a carbon monoxide detector, and also blow out the pilot light on your stove.
In case you want to kill your family, it's an easy way to do it. I wasn't too sure about your girlfriend, but now that she's kept you from dying, maybe she's okay.
Well, and a couple months back, she had a medical problem and was in the hospital. And we were joking about how instead of trying to break up with me, she just tried to die.
Yeah.
And then so now this time when this happened, she was like, "You're not allowed to die. If you want to break up with me, you have to break up with me. You can't die to get out of it."
How many
Oh,
different
boy.
ways are you gonna try and kill yourself before you admit you're unhappy with this relationship?
I'm very happy in this relationship.
Then stop trying to kill yourself with carbon monoxide.
Cue next week where I slam my car into a tree.
Oh boy.
It'd probably been like 2 hours when I hadn't used my e-cigarette because I felt like crap. On the drive home, I was like, I just need a little bit of nicotine. Took one drag off it, and I was just like, oh, that was a mistake.
Yeah, because you have mixed signals in your lungs, bitch.
Why did I do that? There's no oxygen.
Oh, this is what all those warnings are about.
Sometimes I'm not smart.
You know what's great for all this poison? Water in my lungs.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm not smart.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Ah!
Yes.
Try playing the drums
Did you
on
injure
chair.
yourself on the chair?
I hit myself in the testicles.
Honestly, I did that. I not hit myself in the testicle, but I did that when I was in my chair in school. Just like hit the fucking chair by pulling my hands like I'm drumming.
Oh god, yeah.
Although I never hit myself in the testicles like that before.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
And he did that on camera.
Yeah.
I have to ask, why did you hit yourself in the testicles?
I didn't mean to.
Is that your new fetish? That's the only reason I can think of.
Fuck you. Oh my
Uh.
god. Ow. Ow.
Give you a moment to recover from that.
I want my Woobie.
Your what?
I want my Woobie.
Your whoopee? As in a whoopee cushion?
No, poncho liner.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh.
Why do you need a poncho liner? For a
Poncho
swollen
legs.
testicle?
Oh.
Well, I'm waiting for an answer. Why do you need a whoopee?
No, Woobie.
What are you talking about?
The poncho liner, the military blanket thingy.
I've never heard that before.
And that's like one of the only things that soldiers kept when they get out of the military is their Woobie.
Why do, you still haven't answered how a poncho liner makes you feel better.
Because it's a blankie. When I was in basic training, I had to give a short class on how to use a washer and dryer.
You guys had
What?
washers and dryers. You didn't have to
Yeah.
hand wash your stuff.
Oh, like you did.
You were so spoiled.
Like you had to hand wash your clothing.
Yeah.
Marines got to deal with a lot more. Although he was
Yeah.
only in the Mike over here was only in the reserves, while Zach was actually in the army.
Deployed.
Yeah, was actually deployed.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Uh.
Marine, U.S. soldier.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
Second month of training. Yeah, we did.
Don't lie.
It's the truth. You had to wash.
My uncle was in the Marines, and yeah, he pretty much said like, yeah, we didn't have washers and dryers.
Oh boy.
Your own clothes in the big old basins they had. They didn't give us a washboard, so I didn't get very clean.
I think you're lying.
Nope, it's
Oh,
true.
jeez.
So I went into the bathrooms and I started doing a load of laundry, and the guy next to me was paying a little bit too much attention. And I was like, "What do you want?" And he goes, "How do you do that?"
How do
The hell are you talking about?
How do you
He's
clean
like,
clothes?
How do I make this go? Have you never done your own laundry before? He's like, "No." And he was like 21. You've never done your own laundry before. You throw all your laundry in here, you put it on cold, you dump some laundry detergent into it, and you hit run.
Yep.
And then close the lid. Or if you're really bored, you shove a fork into the little switch and you watch the laundry go around in circles.
I never thought about doing that.
I showed one person how to do it, and then he told a bunch of other people that I knew how to do laundry. So then my
I feel like Zach got deployed in a training group with a bunch of spoiled rich kids.
Yeah.
Because none of them
Oh,
knew how to
God.
do their laundry, apparently.
drill sergeant was like, show all these idiots how to do laundry. I was like,
What the
okie dokie.
fuck?
So I had to show everyone how to do a load of laundry.
I knew how to do laundry when I was like 10.
Well, I
No,
didn't know that.
In
apparently.
Marine basic training, we just hand washed everything.
That is stupid.
We didn't have washers and dryers.
That is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my
like
life.
you spoiled little army brats.
Wow, the Marines really are stupid. No wonder you guys eat crayons.
Jesus. Like,
Crayon
I learned
eaters?
before 21 how to do my own laundry for a good
Yeah,
portion.
yeah. But
Yeah, it's like one of those
still,
things.
being 21 and not knowing how to do your laundry?
Like, I'm pretty sure I learned by the end of high school because it was just like, you know.
Oh, yeah. So, one of my actually fun little thing. One of my friend's dads was in the military. He had like one of those military sleeping bags at his house. So when I didn't have a place to sleep, he just threw it at me and I slept. Dude, military sleeping bags are so goddamn comfortable.
Well, they have to be because you don't know where you're gonna lay it down at.
Yeah, like it was so thick, it was so comfortable. We were in winter. I was snugged up like a worm.
Yeah, I mean, I have a sleeping bag. I'm cleaning my room. I'm actually, if I wanted to get back into VR, I could technically.
My
Just one.
I'll only get back into VR if I end up getting the money for a new VR headset.
Oh, and yours break, I guess.
It's still workable, but it's starting to break apart with age.
Uh, for mine, it's just not been used for so long, and I want to get the prescription lenses because of glasses. You know,
Yeah.
that'd be my next goal: is prescription glasses before or prescription lenses before I get back into VR.
I finally do remember though. He did use some lingo. That's about all he did. Like he used some lingo that ended up making him go like, "Wait, what?" And then they realized it was a civilian. Then they realized, "Oh, this fucker's fucking with us." I don't remember
Yeah.
the exact lingo he used, but yeah, it wasn't acting. It was just some lingo.
Yeah.
I-
So something like that's not an issue. It's when you go through the whole act that it could be
The only reason I
considered
think he knew
invalid.
about it was because like the amount of family we had in service, and like my uncle and like his dad.
Yeah, like my father's actually been through the Navy on the Air Force Department of the Navy, so he was in a carrier working on the planes. He
Yeah.
couldn't fly because glasses.
Oh yeah.
So
I got some other family members I haven't talked to for a while on my grandmother's side of the family, which I haven't seen in forever.
oh
Um, I remember one of them got like medals and stuff. They can't exactly say why they have them because
yeah,
you know military secrets and stuff.
yeah.
Like yeah, he has them as a valor of honor and stuff, but it's just like he can't say why he has them.
Yeah, you can just say he has it and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Eh,
Because like no one in the family knows why how he got them.
I bet you every person who lives in the U.S. could go back in history and see. Like I'd say a good like 90% of people could just go back a couple of generations and see. Oh, my family served in World War II because that was the.
Dude, the fucking draft, yeah.
the-
Okay, we're gonna leave it up here, people. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. And we're gonna go ahead and end today. Bye bye.